Oculus Go, as you saw, is our first standalone product. It's an all-in-one experience, hands down, the easiest way for people to get into VR. And for our developer community, it's a platform for you to expand the reach of the apps and experiences that you're already building. You know, we think people are going to spend a lot more time in VR when they get a standalone device. So we really wanted Oculus Go to be a leap in both comfort and visual clarity. First of all, Oculus Go is super lightweight, despite the fact that it's an all-in-one, full mobile computer. Secondly, we designed soft elastic straps with really high adjustability. So it feels natural to wear it. And it practically disappears when you're in VR. And third, we designed a facial interface with a new mesh fabric that's extremely breathable and a foam layer that conforms beautifully to your face. It feels incredibly soft to wear. We also wanted Oculus Go to deliver the best visual clarity of any VR product we've ever built. So Oculus Go will ship with an all-new custom optical design. The lenses are the next generation of the ones on Oculus Rift. Same wide field of view and significantly reduced glare. Now, we matched these custom lenses with a WQHD fast switch LCD display that is specifically optimized for VR. It has a much wider or higher pixel fill factor than OLEDs, and that has a dramatic effect on visual clarity. It reduces the screen door effect, so you get much sharper text and beautifully defined images. We haven't seen this kind of visual clarity in VR before. It's awesome. And lastly, Oculus Go also ships with an integrated spatial audio experience. The audio drivers, oh yeah. The audio drivers are built right into the headset, so you can use them without headphones if you want. It makes getting in and out of VR much faster and also much easier to share with another person. Gear VR and Oculus Go are binary compatible. Their apps are binary compatible, and they share the same controller input set. That means if you're building for Gear VR, you're also building for Oculus Go. And we're bringing the best of our library from Gear VR to Oculus Go on day one. Also, thanks to our amazing friends at Unity and Epic, you can now also build for Oculus Go in Unity and Universal Engine. We will start shipping Oculus Go dev kits to you, our developers, in November. All right, and that's Oculus Go, our first standalone VR headset. It's lightweight and comfortable, incredible visual quality, perfect for watching movies and concerts, playing games, and of course, just hanging out with your friends in VR. We believe Oculus Go will be the most accessible VR experience. You heard it from Mark. It'll be available early next year for $199. Awesome. Okay. So we've talked about mobile and standalone VR, and now I want to turn to our most powerful VR device, Oculus Rift. Rift pioneered VR magic to the world. And touch changed the game by giving us hand presence in VR with such high fidelity that you can naturally do things like throwing and catching a frisbee while flying, why not, in zero gravity, or holding a comic book in your hands and flipping through the pages just like the real thing, or scaling a cliff with your own hands, and then why not taking a quick break to check out the scenery. And so many other great experiences. Here's just a taste of what's possible in VR with Rift and Touch.
When you commit to a path, I guess you were on your own. Follow your dreams to a place, a space, the grace that takes you home. But let me tell you, I'm ready to fly. I survived through rainstorms, sandstorms. I fought the war. Now it's time to go home. It's time to go home. For the heat, the fire, the sparks, the love to keep me alive. Let me tell you, I'm ready to fly. I survived through rainstorms, sandstorms. I fought the war. Now it's time to go I'm ready to fly. Now it's time to go home.
Thanks to the amazing developer community right here, our Rift catalog today features over 300 super high-quality touch titles, including AAA blockbusters like Lone Echo, Robo Recall, and Arctica 1, which just launched yesterday. We have a bunch of Rift announcements for you today. First of all, in response to the feedback that we received from a lot of you in our developer community, we're launching a new program called Oculus for Business. This program is designed for developers, small business owners, and enterprises, basically for companies who want to explore VR to create new workflows or completely change how they serve their customers. We're kicking off this program with a new Oculus Rift bundle. The bundle includes Rift and Touch, as well as an extra sensor for room scale VR and extra facial interfaces. You also get a full VR commercial license, enterprise-grade warranty, and dedicated customer support. Plus, businesses can now place bulk orders. Now, we've already been working with a few leading companies around the world who have been pioneers of VR in awesome new ways. Here are some great examples. Audi. Audi is installing Rift in hundreds of their dealerships worldwide. They're allowing potential customers to try different configurations of their dream car, like the awesome R8 Spider right here. And you do that while experiencing the car in an immersive new way, which is so much better than even the best web configuration tool. It's really, really awesome. And of course, love the car. Cisco. Cisco created the VR collaboration environment on top of their Spark platform that lets coworkers meet in real time to work together, or in this particular case, play around with 3D jet engines. Why not? And that's definitely not all. Here are many more of these global leaders that are working with this developer community right now to bring VR into their businesses. It's great to see VR continue to expand so quickly across an impressive range of industries. If you want to learn more, check out our website. All right. This past July, we launched the Summer of Rift promotion, and we ran it for a few weeks. It was a huge success, and the Rift community grew a lot. Now check this out. We're making a bold move. We're setting a new permanent price for Oculus Rift and Touch. Starting today, Rift and Touch will be available for $399. The best VR system, now at the best price, period. And we have even more exciting news to share with you about Rift later this morning. Now, since the beginning of this journey, we've been asking ourselves, would it be possible to one day get the magic of Rift into a portable, fully untethered VR device? Could we deliver the magic of Rift without a PC? Well, let's talk about the future. That question I just asked is what originally kicked off the Santa Cruz project. And last year, right at Oculus Connect, we demoed the first generation Santa Cruz prototype. It was an early prototype. It had a full mobile computer strapped to the back of your head, so not quite a super ergonomic masterpiece. But it gave us a powerful platform to build and demonstrate a standalone VR headset with inside-out tracking. It's hard to explain, but the feeling that you get when you're completely untethered is this overwhelming sense of freedom in VR. Now, the second you have that freedom of movement, you really want to walk up to everything and interact with it. You really want your hands in VR. You want that magic and freedom that you get with touch. So the next step with Santa Cruz was to build an amazing controller. And that's what we did. The same award-winning team that created Touched designed the Santa Cruz controllers. And you're gonna love these. We carried over the features that made Touch so successful. You have both grip and trigger buttons, and the ergonomics that make these controllers disappear in your hands. Also, we designed the Santa Cruz controllers with a touchpad, which is very intuitive to users and gives developers more flexibility to create great experiences in this new category. Now, these are still prototypes, but they already look incredible and feel great in your hands. And I promise you'll get to try them before too long. So let's take a look at how the Santa Cruz controllers work. We use the same constellation tracking technology that we developed for Rift and Touch, using these tiny LEDs. We, of course, want the controllers to sort of discreetly fade away into the background, so we built our tracking system with infrared LEDs that are not visible to the human eye, but they are visible to the sensors. I'm sure you already noticed the Santa Cruz controllers look different from Touch. The tracking ring is in a totally different position. Well, that's because Santa Cruz tracks the controllers using the same sensors that enable inside-out tracking of the headset. And we specifically decided to use 4 ultra-wide angle sensors here and place them strategically to maximize tracking coverage. The top sensors in particular are placed very close to the edges, and they're pointed slightly backwards so they can see when the controller is above your head. And by the way, we also tried a system with just 2 sensors in the earlier phases of this project, and we found that it was really limiting. You can see that here. Tracking controllers with just your visual field of view in VR really restricts the experience, and especially what you can do with your hands. Now, here's how this looks when you go to 4 sensors. You get a much wider tracking volume, more natural and unrestricted movement with your hands. Now, what's really cool is to see this in action. With this 4 sensor tracking architecture, something as simple as picking up an object and throwing it becomes delightful. You can see how smooth the tracking is from every angle here. And from here, you can imagine actions like, a tennis serve or, bow and arrow or a quick draw. it gives you just a really good idea for the incredible freedom of movement that Santa Cruz can deliver. I want to show you a sneak preview here of what happens when you add awesome content and it all comes together. By the way, that was Bogo. She's our adorable mascot for Santa Cruz. Still learning her way around, but you'll get to meet her soon. Thanks, Bogo. Okay, we have more work to do as we build the next generation of standalone VR technology with Santa Cruz, but we're planning to put this in the hands of developers next year, as Mark said. After all, it's your work and your creativity that always deliver the real magic. So that's what I wanted to cover today from our hardware roadmap. There's a bunch of things we're really excited about here. Number one, Gear VR continues to lead the mobile VR category. Number two, delivering our first standalone VR device, Oculus Go, super comfortable and easy to wear, the best visual clarity you've seen in VR, and a very accessible price that will bring more and more people into this community. Number three, a new milestone for our industry with Santa Cruz, the first complete standalone VR system with full inside-out tracking and hand presence.
Over the past year, we've rebuilt Rift's core software experience from the ground up to lay the foundation for the future of VR computing. We call it Rift Core 2.0, and it's the biggest update to Rift yet. Core 2.0 makes Rift more powerful, more intuitive, and more personal. Today, I want to introduce two of the most important new systems in the Core 2.0 update. We've been looking forward to sharing these with you for a very long time, so let's dive right in. First, we've taken all the functionality that was in Universal Menu and Oculus Home, and we've replaced it with a brand new system interface designed specifically for touch. I'm excited to introduce your new command center for Rift, Oculus Dash. So Dash puts the power of Rift at your fingertips. Everything you need is available in Dash. Your apps and games, your friends, settings, and notifications too. You can bring up Dash anytime, anywhere. We've made it instantly accessible. And it runs as a 3D overlay, so it opens inside your current experience. There's no need to go back to home. You just open up Dash where you are. And where the old UI was designed for gamepad, we've designed Dash natively for touch. You can just swipe naturally to scroll, and once you've found what you're looking for, you simply tap to select it. It feels great. Dash completely streamlines complex actions. I can easily jump from one app to another directly from Dash. Or, let's say Hugo invites me to play some Rec Room. I can open up Dash, accept the invite, and we're off. But that's just scratching the surface of what Dash is capable of. And that's because Dash unlocks the full power of your PC, letting you use your desktop apps from inside VR. This is a total game changer. Imagine I'm jumping across the galaxy in Elite Dangerous, and I want to check out the latest music video from Odessa. With Dash, I can take the video in Chrome, pin it to the side, and it stays there permanently as a 3D overlay inside my cockpit. The possibilities here for multitasking with your PC are endless. You can check the latest news in a web browser, you could set the perfect playlist in Spotify, or even stay in touch with friends over Messenger. And as you can see, this is more than just a mirror of your physical monitor. Your workspace here is infinite. Every application can have its own virtual display, and they can be positioned anywhere at the right size and scale for VR. These are true virtual displays, enabled at a hardware level on the GPU, with best-in-class performance and visual quality, using the same underlying technology that we use for asynchronous space warp. And as hardware improves and resolutions get better, we're now on a path to replacing traditional monitors entirely. It took a huge amount of work under the hood to get this right. A big thank you to our friends at NVIDIA and AMD for all their support. Internally, our teams are already getting a ton of benefit from having access to their traditional development tools inside VR. We actually use Dash with Visual Studio to debug Dash from inside Dash. That is as awesome as it sounds. And these same workflows work with Unreal and Unity too. Now, Dash is built using React VR, our open source framework for VR UI. This makes Dash super extensible, and we're really looking forward to working with the developer community to add more to Dash in the future. So, that's Dash. Altogether, Dash is a massive step forward for the workspace of the future and VR computing. This is groundbreaking technology that you won't find anywhere else, and we're thrilled to enable it first on Rift. Now, the next major highlight of Core 2.0 is Oculus Home. This is what Home looks like today. One of the most requested features for Rift has always been the ability to create and customize your own space. And with Dash taking on more of the platform UI, Home's freed up to be more personal and more immersive. So we leveled Home and rebuilt it. Let's check it out. Home is now yours to customize and explore. Creating and designing your own space is easy. Everyone starts with a great collection of items to create a space that feels totally unique. We have furniture, toys, even works of art. And you can place these items anywhere in the room using touch. They just snap into place super easily. And of course, you can mess with reality a bit too. Now, there are a bunch of fun new features inside Home. Your achievements can be put up on display for your friends to come check out. And your collection of apps actually comes to life as old school cartridges that can be launched from inside Home. You can even play with fireworks or practice your aim from the safety of your virtual living room. We also wanted Home to deliver an even greater level of presence. Now, Home has a much more realistic and vibrant look, with state-of-the-art lighting and dynamic soft shadows powered by Unreal Engine 4. And it looks absolutely stunning in Rift. Finally, your space is now completely persistent. You can share it with friends or visit your friends' spaces to see what they've created. You can even leave your friends a note for the next time they log in. This initial update to Home is really focused on customization, but we're going to be making it easy for you and your friends to hang out in Home and even create shared spaces together in the future.
Whoa, this is amazing!
Oh, really? Watch this. Wow! So dope.
You did good.
Let's do it all again.
Acolyte, it's your time to fight alone. Unlock the secrets, channel your energies, and become ascendant. Join us and become one of the unspoken.
I've never met a Blade Runner before. Welcome to your memory. Something's wrong. You're in a different memory. Don't worry. We made you. We'll take care of you.
Yes! No! I shall strike you down! My lightning strikes true! This isn't going well for you. Mjolnir, bring down thy wrath! Did not like that!
So yeah, 2017 has been the year of content. And it isn't over yet.